Hello, Barkley Brookers. I have a very special story to share with you today. It talks about a lot of the things that we've been learning about at Barkley Brook, about having a bubblegum brain and how anything is impossible with your fantastic brain. But it talks about something that's even more important to me, and that's that some of the best things do not come from the store. They come from right up here in your imagination. So the story is called Have Fun, Molly Lou Melon. The author of the story is Patty Lavelle, and the illustrator is David Catro. Molly Lou Melon's toy chest overflowed with whoozy whatsits of all shapes and sizes. Her grandma had told her, back in the olden days, I didn't have fancy dolls or action figures. I made them out of twigs, leaves, and flowers, like hollyhocks and daisies. So she did just that. Molly Lou Melon's backyard had a big weeping willow and crumbly rock walls with thingamajigs peeking out from every crevice. Her grandma had told her, back in the olden days, I didn't have a store-bought dollhouse. I made one in my backyard. So she did just that. Molly Lou Melon's garage was full of colorful boxes and crates. Her grandma had told her, back in the olden days, I didn't have a race car. I sat in a cardboard box and sped down the hill. So she did just that. Molly Lou Melon lay on her back in the tall, willowy grass. Her grandma had told her, back in the olden days, I didn't have a television. I watched the clouds that floated by, and I saw lots of things in them. So she did just that. One day, new neighbors moved in next door. When Molly Lou Melon went to welcome their little girl, she heard Gertie say to her mom, I'm bored, bored, bored. Molly Lou Melon invited Gertie over to play. On Monday, Gertie brought over her darling Darla deluxe dollhouse, complete with an electric mixer and working chandeliers. Molly Lou Melon showed Gertie her tree root palace, complete with acorn cap dinner plates, woven leaf air conditioning system, and cicada jacuzzi. Gertie was amazed. On Tuesday, Gertie drove over in her battery-operated, fully loaded Coupe de Ville. Look out below! Molly Lou Melon screamed right before hurtling down the hill in her turbo boxcar, hand-painted with orange and red flames. Gertie was amazed. On Wednesday, Gertie was going to call Molly Lou Melon on her cell phone, but then she heard a strange sound coming from an old tin can that was dangling in her window. This is the operator. Will you accept a call from me, Molly Lou Melon? Yes? Gertie spoke into the can. Great, come on over. Click. Gertie was amazed. On Thursday, Gertie asked Molly Lou Melon if she'd like to come over and watch cartoons on her big screen TV. It's 120 inches wide. Molly Lou Melon said, not today, thanks. I'm going to watch the clouds. They're sky wide. Gertie was amazed. Stop it. Stop it. On Friday, Gertie brought over a homemade doll with a frilly hollyhock skirt and violets for hair. It's for your palace, she said. And Molly Lou Melon was amazed. On Friday evening, Molly Lou, Melon, and Gertie were tired from playing all week. They lay down in the tall, willowy grass, looking up at the clouds. "I see a butterfly," Gertie giggled, "and a penguin, and a refrigerator." Molly Lou Melon opened her eyes wide and grinned her biggest grin. "I see a grandma-shaped cloud winking at me." And Molly Lou Melon winked right back. I hope you really liked that story. I want to point out one thing to you, my friends, that you might have missed. So March is a very special month. It's Disabilities Awareness Month. And hopefully by now, you kind of know that there are different ways that people have of using their brains and using their bodies. Not everybody looks the same or walks the same or talks the same or thinks the same. And so March is a month that we use to learn about those disabilities so that we can better understand the people who share our world and who share our schools and who share our classrooms. So Gertie in our story is differently abled than Molly Lou Melon is. And you might not have noticed that. If you look very carefully, next to Gertie is a pair of canes, and they help her to walk. She puts her arms in those, and they help give her a little bit more stability. Gertie has a physical disability that makes it a little bit harder for her to use her legs and walk just like Molly Lou Melon does, and these help her to be more mobile. So throughout the story, you can see how she uses them, but you might have overlooked it, and that's actually a really cool thing. Because it shows us that being differently abled doesn't change whether a person can be a friend, whether a person can play with you, can share your imagination, can share your toys, can build with you. It just means that they look a little different or think a little different or sound a little different or move a little different. It doesn't change who they are as a person. And that's super important to remember. So hopefully this book has inspired you to go make something cool. Please make sure that you check with your mom or dad before you go raiding your garage or your cabinets for boxes and duct tape and scissors and things. Make sure you ask for help when using tools like scissors and knives and things like that. And I would love to see if you create something cool, and I'm sure your classmates would like to see too. There's a way that you can upload a picture, or you could type up a little description of what you made and how you're going to use it. But pretend you're in our STEAM Maker Lab at Barkley Brook and make something amazing. I miss you like crazy, and I'll see you soon.